Raider Nation, what is going on, baby? We're about to kick this thing off. It's going to be real short this morning, but hey, who's fired up? Who thinks we have a chance? Where we at? What are we doing today? What are we doing? Who woke up crazy fired up right now, baby? Do check in the comment description, man. See the questions, man. We're going to see what the Raiders need to do today to get this victory, man. So I'm gonna play around with these keys for a little bit as we warm up. What up, yo? What's going on? I see we got a couple in. What is good? It's game day, baby. What up, Raider Nation? What's going on, baby? Raider Dave on a Sunday, fired up. We missed a couple podcasts, but it's all good, man. Life gets busy, and you know what? Those were some tests, man. The Raiders got tested, and you know what? We're 2-2, man. We're 500 right now, man. We're heading into Kansas City. You know what? 17,000 maybe in the crowd today. So, what do the Raiders need to do to get this win today? What is going down? Who's got their coffee? Who woke up early? Who's fired up? What is good? What is good? We got some questions today, man. So we'll get into that once we get some folks in the chat. We'll take it from there, baby. So let's get this going. Sorry, I'm just going through some of my tools here and kind of warming up. Got the mic back on. And that's that, man. So I hope the volume's good. Hope everything's good, man. Rest in peace, Al Davis, man. That's what this week's all about. That's what the key to victory is today, man. Win this one for Al, baby. Let's get off to the right track, man. Let's get something going here. Let's get a spark, man. Let's get that, one play can change it all. I'm not trying to be too optimistic here. I am fired up. Looking forward to the game, man. It's going to be on TV. Love that. Last week's game was on TV. I wish it was in Vegas because I love looking at that stadium. I wish we could be there. But you know how this is, man. We're, fan attendance is it's pretty bleak these days. So let's see. Sorry, I'm just playing around with tools, man, seeing what's up with everybody. Also, just for everybody that knows, man, the podcast, I've kind of branched it out a little bit. It just hit iTunes. It's just limited content right now. Not that I don't have content. It's just time, man. Time. So let me just get into these questions real quick, man. We got one in the room, dude. Say what up. Say what up, man. Who's up yet, dude? Like, are you guys firing up the grill already? I got this Starbucks here. I'm getting bucked out. I know Freddie B dropped a message. Say he's getting that AM PM coffee. So look out, Freddie B. He's gonna be wired up, dude, fired up. You know how we're gonna do this. And real quick though, we'll just go with the story, dude. We'll just set this off with the story. Hey, there you are. Hey, we got one. Hey, a female. That's what I'm saying. What up, Ness? What you doing? But we're gonna give a shout out, man. I'm gonna give a shout out to the family, man. This was made for me back in 04. This is a dog tag from my from what up, dude? What up, Freddie? What are we doing, dude? We're gonna go with a little old school story, dude. This is 2004, I think 2005. My sister married a Chiefs fan, and we won't get too much into that. I love my family, of course, but I don't like them. I'm going to be straight up. I don't like them. And but they did make this for me back in the day, and it says, "Fuck all Raider haters, one nation." They said one nation, Raider Nation. So anyway, the facts are facts, and there's a big thank you because I was a guest in the wedding, and that's what's up. So let's get into this, man. This is for me. This is an Al Davis moment. This is the week that we lost Al, October 8th of 2011. I don't look up to celebrities. I've said that before. I don't have I'm not a Warren Buffett guy. I'm not like, oh, I'm going to get in the stock market and whatever he does. I don't care about celebrities, man. But Al Davis was my guy since I was a child, man. I mean, people would be like, man, how you a Raider fan? How you this? How you how could you root for a guy like Al? And that was back when the Marcus Allen stuff kind of stemmed along later on. And that was wrong. That was a wrong situation between, how that worked out. There's always two sides to the story. But I'm an Al Davis guy, and for primarily because he did it his way, man. He built this organization. It was his vision, man. He put it together, and it popped off, man. It's one of the greatest brands you could think of. You think of the way companies build their brands out there, some of that stuff is inspired through Al Davis. So rest in peace, Al. And man, I just cannot wait. And, I'm kind of struggling with this no fan element in the stadium, man, because I really want to see Raider fans in Vegas. I'm starting to see fans hitting the strip. That's dope. But I want to see like fans in the crowd, man. I want to see the new black hole, man. So yes, he did, Freddie, man. And I told the lady at Starbucks this morning, went through the drive-through, popped up early, dude. And man, here's what happened, man. Yesterday went smooth. So, I've been working a lot, but yesterday went smooth, and boom, I was like, man, okay, cool. Got home by like 7 o'clock, ate a good meal, and all that. And just so everybody knows, man, like these last couple years, man, I've been kind of struggling on podcasts, getting content out. And you know what it is, man? I just need more vitamin C, baby. I just need more vitamin C, more of a multivitamin. When you hit your 40s, man, it's like you like get home and you're like kind of tired and you just kind of just crash out, man. So I'm back on my vitamins, man. Got the multivitamin. Vitamin C is essential. I will say that over and over again. Vitamin C, man, has changed my life, man. So I'm feeling great. Woke up feeling great, sharp as hell. And today, man, we're just going to get into some key questions, man. So like, basically what it is I'm just going to pull it up. I put it in the description, but, our 3 key points to victory. You got the Las Vegas Raiders heading to Kansas City. They're 2-2. The Chiefs are 4-0. The Chiefs have a high-powered offense. We know that. Their defense, they do struggle against the run. And, that's, so which advantage? So what is the Raiders going to need? And so I'm just going to start it off with the first question, and that is, what spark does the Raiders defense need to stop Patrick Mahomes? Or which player on defense do you think would change the momentum in creating a key game changer opportunity? And I'll kind of just throw mine out there. Mine is I personally think that Trayvon Mullen is a key focal point to today's game from the defensive side of the football. Aside from getting a pass rush and getting on Patrick Mahomes, I really think Trayvon Mullen, man, is that cornerback that's been itching. Even since last year in his rookie year, I think Trayvon Mullen jumping a route could be a game changer, man. If they catch Mahomes, say Mahomes rolls out and he throws across his body, man, and you have a corner that can jump a route, could be a game-changing play. So that's just my kind of optimistic look. The defense, there's not much to look at here right now. We know that a lot of this blame right now is being put on Paul Guenther, and rightfully so, man. We haven't had a good defensive coordinator. You see what the Chiefs did? They had that high-powered offense, struggling defense, and then last year their defense came together, but a lot of that was because of Steve Spagnuolo, man. He's a proven defensive coordinator. So my whole thing is, aside from Guenther and his schemes, it's not aggressive enough, in my opinion. He's not sending enough pressure after the quarterback. But then again, they're facing good quarterbacks, man. I like it. I like that, Freddie, because I'm a big Abram fan. And but I'm just thinking from like a situation of you get Patrick Mahomes rolling out. And by the way, if there's any pause in my internet, let me know. I just got a crazy good like router, dude, and I'm hoping that the feed's sharp and everything. But getting a key play, and Jonathan Abram could be a big part of that. Let's put Freddie B's question up. So Abram, can set the tone, and what's up, Fierce Raider? What's going on, brother? I hope your Sunday is going great, man. It's been busy. We're just cracking in, man. We got our 3 keys to victory in the description, so check out the questions, man. But yeah, man, what we're going to, with Abram setting a tone on a pass rush, and that really comes down to Paul Guenther dialing up that play, which he has, but dial up a lot more of it. You want the quarterback standing in the pocket, not knowing which way it's coming from. You want that pressure coming from all angles. And I even think using Corey Littleton, I know I kind of bombed it a couple weeks ago in my prediction. I said Corey Littleton was going to have like 8 or 10 tackles and have a key game-changing sack. And he is struggling out there, but he's not. That doesn't mean he's a scrub linebacker. He's a good linebacker. It's just we got to figure out a way to get him in better coverage and better pass pursuit. Run defense looks good from him and all that. So with that said, who's your key player? And I like the Abram answer. I really do, because Abram is a tone setter, and one lick on that quarterback, it can change everything. But the key thing with Abram too is we're seeing this in the NFL. We saw it last year with Vontaze Burfict. Man, you got to be careful these days on defense. That's why I'm not so emphasized on building a crazy defense, because this league has changed, man. It's not like 10 years ago where you could build a nice defense. You can still build a nice defense in this game, but the only thing is, man, one hit, and it's a matter of, if that play goes to New York, they can send a player out of the game, eject them, possibly even suspend that player for a year. We've seen that. So, Fierce Raider, let's put up the Fierce Raiders question here. What do I think of Paul Guenther's scheme? Well, I like the scheme. I like the 4-3. It's not so much Paul Guenther. It's more of like the Zimmer, where it stemmed from, the Mike Zimmer, the 4-3. It makes a lot of nickel in there. I just think what needs to be added to the scheme is aggressive play calling. You need to be aggressive. Send the house more. If you're going to get burned, if you're going to get torched on defense, throw more risk. Give me more risk. Give me more of a plan of a relentless attack. That's what I should say. I want more of a relentless attack. And not only that, one thing we got to clean up though is we got to be more disciplined. I mean, Max Crosby jumping off sides a couple times this year already is, I know he's trying to guess that snap count, and that's a lot of credit to the offensive side of the football, where they're giving them. That's a designed play, so it's meant to catch Crosby off his guard, but he's had a couple, offsides, that have cost us on third down as well. So, and Fierce Raiders also following up with, he plays too much soft cushion defense though. And I agree, man. A lot of defenses do that. I don't know why defensive coordinators do that on third and long. You can't try to keep everything underneath, man. On a 3rd and 15, a 3rd and 17, so to say, those are the opportunities right there where you should be playing, man coverage. You shouldn't be playing a soft zone. You should be playing up on your wide receiver. I'd rather risk a 5-yard defensive holding penalty being aggressive than I would getting burned on a 3rd and 15 or a 3rd and 17, like I had said, because these quarterbacks are good, man. We've seen it. We've seen Josh Allen has arrived. We saw that last week. And I saw that last year, as a matter of fact. Josh Allen's here, man. He's a damn good quarterback. And you could just feel it in that game that he is confident. He knew what he was going to do against our defense. And it didn't matter what it was. If it was 3rd and 10, 3rd and 8, does not matter. He's going to stand back there. He's going to scan the field. And if we're not getting a pass rush, the biggest weakness so far we're seeing on this defense is a pass rush. That doesn't help as well. But I just think more of an aggressive scheme needs to be in play. The reason why is because you got to be throwing them everything that they haven't seen. You got to keep throwing these quarterbacks and these offenses, and not only that, but what you're putting on the field, results in game tape for the next week for the next opponent. So you got to show them that you're going to mix it up and that you're going to change it up so much to where they can't even keep up with what you're trying to with what you're presenting on the field, and use your personnel to its strength. Jonathan Abram, as Freddie B brought up earlier, man, he's aggressive. Give him his opportunities. At the same time, you want to coach him in a way where he's not going to get ejected or suspended from the football game. So yeah, man, that's a great question. Guenther, I know press conferences might show different, but I believe he is on the hot seat. And it's only a matter of time, because they did get, they got what's his, oh man, why'd I forget his damn name? But yeah, with Guenther's scheme, man, he's got it, that 4-3, man, it's tough, man, in the NFL, because it seemed like, even with Del Rio, man, the Raiders, man, it's crazy. We can't get, we have no, it's like we're cursed on defense the last 15, 20 years. The last great Raider defense that I can remember was year 2000, Chuck Bresnahan. They had where they knocked out 11 quarterbacks that year, or 9 quarterbacks. Reagan Upshaw was on a tear, all that. That was really the last great Raider defense that I could remember. That defense, there was something there, and even going up to 2002 with Bill Romanowski. So, not as much of veterans we had on that team versus now, but for some reason, this team has just been cursed, especially against the run. But the key now is, man, when you have them 3rd and longs, definitely set a different approach. Don't play safe, man, because it will get you. And these offenses know that, man. So they'll even try something underneath, get it in the hands of their playmakers, and they're going to try to get that conversion and move those chains. So yeah, I'll just kind of run through some of these questions as well. So that was actually part of the first question too, just so you know, Fierce Raider. It's what I'm looking for in today, because we just can't just think that today Gunther's going to dial up something great against. You got to stop Patrick Mahomes today. So my thing is what spark does the Raiders defense need? Because there's got to be a spark for this team to gel, for this defense to gel, I should say. So which player would do that? My player was Trayvon Mullen. I think Trayvon Mullen has that ability. I know they do. They do look lost. But at the same time, like today, I just think it's a player that needs to have a game-changing moment. And I have this feeling that Trayvon Mullen might get his opportunity. Trayvon Mullen might get his opportunity. That's a guy that can jump routes. He's been playing solid all year. You haven't really seen him get burned. Trayvon Mullen's looked really good, especially even in red zone coverage. He's been really good on the slant routes. So I'm just kind of thinking if you get Patrick Mahomes rolling out of the pocket, scrambling around, looking downfield, and Patrick Mahomes will take those risky throws and he'll throw across his body, maybe you get it into the hands of Trayvon Mullen on a play where you have Patrick Mahomes maybe a little confused on a play and doesn't read the defense right, and Mullen's there to make that game-changing opportunity. That's kind of what I'm rolling with today as far as defense, because it's appropriate that we do talk about this defense. I mean, I have my criticisms for this football team all across the board. We can say we can say a little bit of the quarterback play. We can say play calling and all that too, because this is an offensive game, and you gotta really get in a shootout. You have to at least show that you're going to get in a shootout with these football teams, because that's what today should be if you're going to match that firepower with Patrick Mahomes. So, and it's all about changing the momentum, man. Defense can do that. Defense can change the momentum. But we saw it, with errors. You jump off sides on a third down or something like that. It's going to change things up. Big bummer is, one guy I was really liking this year was Mo Hurst, man. Mo Hurst. I was enjoying his play, man. He looked like he was developing, and I know he's not going to be available and whatnot due to the COVID stuff, or I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but due to the C word and all that. But at the same time, here's the thing: is that with today's game, man, I really think it's that game changing moment. You know what I mean? And it's whether you get a strip sack fumble, an interception, or a key hit. A key hit. As Freddie B brought it up, we talk a lot of old school, man. I'm a big Ronnie Lott guy from back in the day. I'm a big, Eric Turner was one of my favorite safeties. Rest in peace. And I like those safeties that deliver the punch and set the tone and get the offense thinking twice on which side of the football field they want to throw the football to or run the football to. So let's jump into the next question. And this is the next question: is can Derek Carr single-handedly get this win in Kansas City? I know this is a tough question, but single-handedly get the win in Kansas City. And I know I'm putting a lot of pressure on our quarterback here, but once again, can Derek Carr single-handedly get the win? Or is Josh Jacobs more of a viable threat to a Chiefs porous run defense? And I personally think Josh Jacobs is more of the threat in this situation, man. The Chiefs are giving up 5+ yards a carry. I think you got to get Josh Jacobs involved heavily. I know some of us talk about, maybe he's getting too much carries though, this and that, but 25 carries is suitable. This is a strong bell cow back, man. This is what you do, man, in the NFL, man. It's smash mouth football. So, but back to the question of can Derek Carr single-handedly get this win? And I believe he can. I believe it comes down to a mentality, though. I think this comes down between player and coach, man. Coach Gruden and Derek Carr, man. How are you going to approach this game today? Derek Carr has not won in Arrowhead, man. Today's a great opportunity to do so because you got 17,000 fans in there. If this isn't the Arrowhead that you're used to, man, the Jeff George days or whatever, and you got freaking a packed stadium and Jeff George is throwing interceptions, returned for touchdowns. I mean, I hate this team. Let's just clear this up, man. The Kansas City Chiefs are my number one rival. They always have been. This goes back to Marty Ball, man. I watched this whole thing evolve, man. The mid 80s, there was no Chiefs fans. I watched this whole thing evolve, man, and it's been frustrating. It's been 30 years of my life of these regular season losses. The Chiefs never won a Super Bowl. They'd always win the West. Didn't matter if it was Alex Smith. Doesn't matter if it's Steve DeBerg, Elvis Gerback. I mean, the only bragging rights I really have is that we got Rich Gannon out of the deal when they overpaid Elvis Gerback or Steve Bono. I can't remember which one they overpaid, but we got Gannon out of the deal. That's the only bragging rights I really got. These guys got their Super Bowl. Denver's won 3 Super Bowls. I've witnessed all of this crap, and I'm just kind of, and I was at the game the last time they won the West. I want to win the AFC West. So my question, this is a tough question for some because we have those, you're either on the fence of the side of Derek Carr or you're not, and I'm in the middle, man, because you know what? I mean, this is a team sport, man. We got problems all over the place, but can our quarterback, who is having a good year, can he single-handedly get the win in Kansas City? And I'm going to bring up a point. Last year, man, the Kansas City Chiefs, we know Mahomes has the talent. We know Andy Reid's calling great plays for him. He's got the playbook wide open. But the thing is those guys were getting their ass kicked by the Houston Texans in a playoff game. They were losing every game in the playoffs, and Patrick Mahomes single-handedly got those wins all the way to a Super Bowl victory. So I pose that question to Derek Carr, man, as, Derek Carr approaches today, man, can Derek Carr single-handedly win this game? And I'm going to say he can, but I'm going to say what needs to happen, man. And what needs to happen is, I mean, you got Trent Brown. He's expected to play. Henry Ruggs expected to play. Trent Brown, really good on the run block, man. So that's another thing for Josh. We'll get to that down the road for Josh Jacobs. I know I'm just kind of spinning my wheels, man. We're getting bucked out on Starbucks coffee today. But check this out. So Derek Carr, up-tempo offense. I think an up-tempo, hurry-up offense. If you get the ball first, let's say the Raiders, they've been electing to defer the last 2 games when they won the coin toss. So they've been, getting the ball at the second half. Let's just say whenever they get the ball, whether they kick or receive, it doesn't matter. Up-tempo offense. I think the way to approach this game is as a hurry-up, up-tempo offense. Keep the defense on the field for the Kansas City Chiefs and keep your personnel, have all your personnel groupings all preset, and have Derek Carr move the chains with a hurry-up offense. I think that's where Derek Carr starts to look a little bit like an Aaron Rodgers. I think in Aaron Rodgers, they do that a lot. That's what gets Aaron Rodgers in the groove kind of in a football game. I've noticed it when I watch a Green Bay football game. Aaron Rodgers will get his team in a high tempo offense. They move, even Patrick Mahomes, and they're because that sets the tone for the offense. It gets everybody involved. You start getting the football to your fullback. That's another thing, man. Get the football to Alec Ingold in the passing game. It opens everything up. Get a little bit more of Jason Witten involved. He's a veteran. Caught a record-breaking touchdown last week. That was pretty cool to see that. But at the same time, we want to win football games. So can Derek Carr single-handedly get the win? I think he can. I just think it needs to be hurry-up offense. And once again, that hurry-up offense translates to those last-second victories. You think about those 2-minute offenses. Derek Carr's been really good with the comeback victories on his resume because of that hurry-up offense. Backs against the wall, and I just think he's better off. But if he's standing there in the pocket and they're going with play design and play calling and going with a scripted verse, I just think that gets Derek Carr hurt, man. I think that gets Derek Carr hurt in the past. You see those strip sack fumbles. I think that hurts his game, man, sometimes. So I think what's going to help his game, up tempo. So yes, I do like. I'm going to pop this question up right here, and we're going to get back to the defense here with this question. Yes, Cleveland Farrell will be playing inside. I wish we could have kept Deion Jordan as well. And he is a beast, man. He was, I think he was I forget his body fat content, but he was his size and body fat was insane last year. So yes, I do agree that with Farrell playing inside, hopefully he gets leverage, man. That's our number 4 overall pick. We got to see number 4 overall value out of that pick, man, because we passed up on Josh Allen, the defensive end who now plays from Kentucky, who now plays for Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Allen looks pretty good out there. So let's get back to the offense here. Okay, so let's see. Freddie B says we're going to implement some trick plays here. Hey man, I would love. Okay, so let me get to the question here. So some trick plays in this game, maybe even a Josh Jacobs TD pass to shake it up, and I like that idea, man. I like that idea, kind of like what the Chargers used to do to us with LaDainian Tomlinson. Man, we got the tight end set for that. Now remember when LaDainian Tomlinson would roll out and they'd get us on that play a lot. I think they got us twice on that, and it would always be like LaDainian throwing it to Gates. Well, we got Darren Waller now, man. We got unbelievable talent at tight end with Darren Waller, and then we, all the way through depth. I mean, with Foster Moreau, man, he's a big target, good hands in the red zone. Another good target if we went with a play like that. So mixing it up like that, I agree, man. I agree. That's a great idea. I like what you're presenting here, Freddie, man, because that's really good, man. Because you get Josh Jacobs, rolling out, with on a QB pass, that could be huge. And with that tight end set, like I said, Foster Moreau, great red zone target, great target in general, third down, you name it. And then you got Darren Waller, and then you got the veteran Jason Witten and Derek Carrier. He's shown us some stuff. So, great question, man. And a great solution there to a red zone issue right there, because we want to put up points in the red zone. So Fierce Raider, man, we're going to pop off your question here. RPOs and play action, big time, dude, big time. RPOs, the big. Now, one thing, we got to make sure our sets are good because we did have an RPO touchdown called back because our lineman was downfield. So we got to make sure we're disciplined on that. But yeah, we don't run it enough, bro. We gotta implement it at times, whether it's opening the game, ending a half, opening up the third quarter. That's what kind of sets a tone. It's all about setting that tone, and that's why these coaches, man, they're big on momentum. They're big on scripting a game and kind of foreseeing what this game is going to, how things are going to result in a game. And so it's kind of having that vision, looking forward. And also thank you for the comment as well, verifying that Josh Jacobs did play quarterback in high school. So once again, shout out to all that. So Freddie B, Fierce Raider, man, bringing the heat on a Sunday, man, getting fired up because, hey, you know what? Today's going to be, like I said, I'm all about getting this win. It'd be a beautiful situation. I would be more than fired up. Today, I'm going to kind of take it easy. I don't even know if I'm going to fire up the grill, but I'm going to eat kind of healthy today and all that. I got a physical tomorrow, so I'm going to get everything. I'm getting I'm a little, getting through my 40s here, man. So I'm making sure I'm good. I'm taking my vitamins now, so I'm thinking a little bit clearer. Let's see here. But in the second part of that question, is Josh Jacobs more of a viable threat to a Chiefs porous run defense? And I think Josh Jacobs, man, no matter who you're playing or no matter how bad or the run defense may be or how good, no matter what you get, you make sure Josh Jacobs eats in every football game. He's a great kid, man, and he wants to play football. He played with a separated shoulder last year. He's played through many other injuries, so very important to get him involved in the game. And he wants to be a Raider. He wants to be on the football field, and inside, you just know that a victory is burning inside of Josh Jacobs, and he wants to get this one today. And he looked good against the Chiefs last year, man, even on the road. So the key is do not turn the football over. Now, here's another thing: Derek Carr's riding that streak. I think it's 267 passes right now for Derek Carr. He has the third longest streak in the NFL with 267 passes and no interceptions. So knock on wood if you're with me, man. Hopefully that get a little love to Chucky there, man. Hope I don't know if everybody's rocking Chucky dolls, but I'm old school. I got my Chucky doll. But yeah, man. Knock on wood, man. No INTs today. So last question. Which is a better recipe to beat the Chiefs today? Is it smash mouth football with the dink and dunk, the ball control, the sustained drives, keep the clock management under control? Or is it going to be high tempo, big play, offensive shootout and putting up 30 plus points? I have mixed feelings on that. I've mixed feelings on that on that set. I'm a little bit of both, man. Either one's going to get you a win, if but then again, I can't say the dink and dunk will. I'm just saying if it's working, it can get you the win because ball control, you're keeping Patrick Mahomes off the field. A lot of things are going to work out for you, statistically and as far as securing, ball control and making sure that Patrick Mahomes isn't on the field. Yeah, that's a great plan to go in, but at some point for us to get better, for us to be that competitor, I really think a shootout's kind of what I'm looking for today. I'm just looking for I'm just looking for a shootout. Like, just air it out, man. Just drop. I've said that last year, man. Stretch the football field. Come out aggressive, and just like Fierce Raiders saying, mix it up, man. Mix it up. Smash mouth it. Set up the play action, but do it in an aggressive manner to where you're playing to win and not to be safe. Because when we play to be safe, I think that's where you're getting Derek Carr fumbling in the offensive backfield, man. I mean, I think he's had 4 fumbles this year, lost 3 of them. A lot of those are in the red zone, man. It's tough. Those are momentum killers, as a matter of fact. So. Definitely. And I like what you're presenting here, Fierce Raider. He's got, he's saying we also need to be need to do more bubble screens, more halfback screen passes. Definitely, man. You want to get guys blocking up field. You want to get, and Trent Brown, like I said, if he is going to play with it, which they say he is active for this game, and let's say he plays a full healthy game, man, we got to be running the football on the right hand side man, because Trent Brown's a mauler in the run, on the run offense, man, and getting downhill is a big deal. Maybe establish that run game early. Hopefully we come out there and establish it. If we don't, then maybe add that up tempo, start mixing it up. And, but just create that sense of urgency, man. Remember who you're playing today. If you're on the offensive side or the defensive side of the football, just remember who you're playing. Remember how many times they've beat us 5 straight games since that 2017 Monday night. I think it was a Monday or Thursday night game, in Oakland, man. And, this is a key, and beating a Patrick Mahomes, because if the Raiders can get their 3rd victory today, that's key. That's key to how the rest of the season can shape up. Last year, I was very hard on Derek Carr. I shouldn't say I was very hard. I feel like I'm pretty fair with Derek Carr. I'm a Derek Carr fan. However, Derek, man, I was ready, not ready to replace Derek, but ready to add more quarterback, another quarterback to our depth chart, because that week 2 game in Kansas City, or in Oakland, really, I was not happy with Derek in that game. That the confusion between Tyrell Williams and Derek Carr, and he throws a pass right to, I think it was Brashad Breeland, that picked him off in the end zone. That was a momentum killer. And not only that, I was big on those first 2 games. Week 1, Denver at home in Oakland. Week 2, Kansas City at home in Oakland. So now we want to see Derek get that fire back, man. Get that fire in his eyes, man. Today is the Kansas City Chiefs. He puts it out there in the media. He's tired of being disrespected. He's tired of losing. Let's get it today. Knock on wood, baby. So, Jack Bauer, what's up, buddy? What are we doing today, dude? Hey, tonight we got a big game as well, man. Shout out to the Los Angeles Lakers, man, going for number 17. That's a big deal to me, man. I grew up throughout the whole Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. James Worthy was my guy back in the day, man. James Worthy is one of my favorite players. I love Robert Horry. All those, man, just everything. Kobe Bryant. All the, man, just so like, and beating the Heat, man. I hope tonight it gets done, and I hope they're hoisting that trophy tonight. And yeah, man. So yes, so today's a big day. I woke up with a lot of energy today, man, and just been taking getting my vitamins all in, making sure that I'm good and healthy and all that, man. My body feels great, man. I've been working a lot, all that. So yeah, just getting dialed in on this Sunday. I'm gonna probably take it easy today. Definitely be fired up. Eat. I don't know yet if I'm firing up the grill, but I haven't really drank any beers all week, so I'm very clear headed today. At least I hope I sound like I am. But anyway, yes. Jack Bauer, man, this is where I'm at right here. And that was one of the questions, actually, is can Derek Carr single-handedly win this game? Single-handedly. I mean, like, where you just say, hey, Derek, you're the quarterback. This is your offense. This is your team. Go win, man. Go win. This is you versus Patrick Mahomes. We know that Andy Reid, he has his playbook wide open. Everything's wide open for Andy Reid because he has the personnel, but at the same time, Gruden has personnel as well. He has a good quarterback. He has the speedster in Henry Ruggs. He has the all-pro tight end and Darren Waller. Everything's there. He has a high-priced offensive line. There's pieces there for Gruden to start to open up his playbook. But once again, can Gruden, and Carr have that discussion today? Like, hey, Derek, man, we need you to single-handedly win this game. Or is it going to be a smash mouth approach? Are you going to go with the dink and dunk, the ball control, all that. I'm kind of on the verge today of something needs to happen, man. A big play. Remember, Jack, last year we talked about that. So exactly, Freddie. Now there we go. Boom, right here, man. This is what we need to hear. Carr needs to come out with that Mamba mentality. We saw that in 2016. It didn't matter who we were playing. It didn't matter, and everybody was figuring out who Derek Carr was at that time, and it was like he was coming into his own and he wasn't going to be stopped after that. Hey, he got through those first 2 rough years, Dennis Allen, all that. You always throw your rookie quarterback out there. I'm big on if you draft a quarterback, even you could draft a quarterback in the 5th or 6th round and still throw him out there. I mean, you're seeing it already in this league and this year, so is that's the right approach. And Derek Carr was thrown to the Wolves. He had the 0-10 start his first year. I was at that game actually where he went 0-10, and but I was saying positive things. I'm like, hey, just wait till Derek gets his feet under him. Wait till he gets the personnel. Wait till they change coaches, all that, and they actually got that first win. Remember, against the Kansas City Chiefs on that Thursday night game. That following Thursday night game, I think it was at the San Diego Chargers Oakland game in 2015. I think it was 2014. I'm sorry, his rookie year, and. I remember leaving and Charger fans were even telling me, they're like, hey, I think the Raiders lost like 13-10. It was a very close game. And I go, hey, man. And I remember Charger fans telling me, they're like, hey, dude, you got something right there with your quarterback. And I go, I love him, man. I know we're 0-10. It sucks. It was a double-digit loss day. However, I had a lot of belief in Derek Carr at that moment, and I still do. But at the same time, that following week, they got that big win. Latavius Murray, Derek Carr, C.O. Moore, all those guys, man, a big win in Oakland on that Thursday night game. And that the mentality was what you saw that night. You saw, and even Derek was so great because the team had, they almost like they over celebrated and they were just overexcited to get that first win. And Derek was that leader on the sideline trying to keep everybody cool. That's what I want to see today. I want to see Derek involved with his teammates. I want to see Derek, with the tablet on the sidelines with Gruden, looking over plays, looking over what needs to get better, because no matter, I don't care if you could be up 20-0 in this game. You do not take your foot off the gas pedal, man, especially in today's game. No NFL game you should ever do that. But no matter what, you step on their throat today and you get every bit of points on the board and you get every bit of, moving the chains, every bit of opportunities on defense. We don't want to see guys dropping interceptions. And by the way, Jack, I know we like to do game predictions, but one of the first questions was, what player on defense could create the spark today to maybe change things up for this defense? And my player today is Trayvon Mullen, man. He can jump those routes. I think he's been itching to get that since last year, since his rookie year. So I'm hoping Trayvon Mullen is that, or some player on somebody on defense just creates that spark, whichever player it may be. I mean, maybe a Corey Littleton. He needs it, man. He needs that spark. Establishing his role as a linebacker, on this defense. You got Kwiatkowski, he's back, what I mean? So that's huge for this defense. He played last week, but now he's got his feet under his legs. Yep. So let's see here. I'm gonna pop up the next question, but great take there, Freddie, man. Come out with that Mamba mentality, man. Play to win, dude. Play to win and leave everything else aside, man. Don't worry about what the media is going to say. Don't worry about what critics are going to say. Focus on the mentality is, no matter what, get that win, man. So let's pull up Jack Bauer's question here. We need to pass more on first down. I agree, man. Stretching the football field. I felt like, and I'm going to get into a little deep take here. So we need to pass more on first down, take deep shots on second and short. Don't rely on Jacobs and Waller. We fail to get big chunk plays, forcing up to go on a 100-play yard just for a field goal. Exactly, dude. So check this out. John Gruden, when Al Davis and John Gruden were together back in the early 2000s, man, I felt like there was a good balance in Gruden's offense because of Al Davis, because Al Davis had a minimum like, hey, you're going to take 4 to 6 deep shots. I don't care if you get it or not. We're stretching the football field, and that's what was so great about the combination. I liked the fact that the way the two work together, man. I mean, when Al and Gruden first, when Al actually discovered John Gruden, he was the one who hired the 34-year-old coach or 33-year-old coach from Green Bay, or brought him he went from Green Bay to Philly and all that, implementing the West Coast offense, which isn't an offense that, Al was kind of flirting with it because he had Shanahan early on, but at the same time, man, they were going to implement that deep ball in that West Coast offense. And you saw that early on. You would see Rich Gannon take 40, 50-yard shots down the field. And that's what needs to happen. Whether you get the completion or not, it's getting the defense to play more honest. And that's the key, because we already know, we saw this last year. Tyrann Mathieu, he's still there in KC, man. He's making plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. He actually looks really, really good, man. And so he called us out last year on that pick. I think it was a pick six, and he called us out on both Derek Carr interceptions. So, yes, take shots down the field. Don't be so predictable. That's a key point. Appreciate your comment there, Jack. And another great point he puts in here is, we got to check Kelce, man. You got Travis Kelce. Can't forget about him, because the key is that guy at the right moment, he seems to be making plays for this Kansas City team, and he's glowing with confidence, man. He's a confident, tight end. He's cocky, all that. You want to, hopefully he gets a message sent to him by Jonathan Abram today. I think that would be a beautiful thing. Or Corey Littleton, one of those two, just chin straps him, dude, and just gives him that message, like, hey, you know what? We're not, if your presence in the middle of the field, make sure we're here. We're here to enforce. Be enforced. We want the enforcers to step up in this game, man, and create that pop. Now, another one, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, man. He was my second-round mock pick to the Raiders. The Chiefs took him like 32nd overall. I felt like that was a dangerous pick. You got Eric Bieniemy, who's calling plays. Eric Bieniemy was the guy who actually scouted that player and who actually lobbied for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And Eric Bieniemy was a key third down back in his playing days. And, so you want third down, you really got to, so you create that third down, you get that third and 8 or whatever. Clyde Edwards-Helaire has to be accounted for in the backfield or in the screenplay, whatever it may be. As much as you got to keep your eye on Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Clyde Edwards-Helaire now. You got Sammy Watkins, who's very serviceable. You got Mecole Hardman, man, who, they flipped those little end arounds. He had a little end around touchdown against the Patriots. That was pretty much of a duel right there. So hopefully you get a lot of good tape from the last Monday game between the Patriots and the Chiefs, man, in that game, where you can maybe find some answers from a coaching side of the football to eliminate some of these big plays, man, because this team could easily open up. I mean, when you go through the game day predictions, I went through like CBS's game day predictions, man. We're underdogs. I believe it might have changed, but I believe we're underdogs by 11 points today. I mean, that's a slap in the face. That's being disrespected right there. You should come out with that fire and prove your critics wrong and all that, because with today's game, and with a lot of these experts, they're predicting us to lose like 37-16, stuff like that. But I like your point, Jack. We don't want to be going all the way down the field, engineer this crazy drive that takes up 5-6 minutes off the clock. You line up, and next thing you know, you can't create that third down, or a stupid penalty pulls you back, whatever it may be. And next thing you know, you're lining up to settle for a field goal, if so, and maybe even a shanked field goal. You never know. So these are the things that need to change, man. We need to be, executing on offense and executing points, because I really would like to see a shootout. I think a shootout is actually the most essential thing moving forward, because you get that shootout today, game 2 versus the Chiefs, everything changes. Game planning, everything. And not only that, the future of your season changes, because now it's on film. Like, hey, look what the Raiders did against the Chiefs. They got in a freaking shootout with the Chiefs, and they are in second place in the AFC West. This is a team to be reckoned with. Unlike last year, we're going in, man, we're 6-4, tied with the Chiefs. And we go to New York and just blow it, dude. Just blew it against Sam Darnold and the New York Jets. I don't know how that even happened. And then we still laid an egg and further laid an egg in the game in Kansas City further that week. So the opportunity is still there. And while the opportunity is still there, it's still early in the season, man. We're in week 5, man, a 2-2 record. disappointing loss at New England and a disappointing loss last week against the Buffalo Bills. But we've seen enough already in 4 games to where we know this team's, you know, the upside to this team. And I know those 2 games were without Henry Ruggs. It's a different story when you have a speedster like Ruggs on the field. How they're going to use Ruggs today, I don't know. But definitely Ruggs gets separation out there. I'm not worried about Henry Ruggs at all, man. His talent is superior. His talent will evolve, and once he gets more reps, and once things become more fluid in this offense, you're going to see Henry Ruggs' role expand, and I'm confident in Henry Ruggs for sure. But my thing today is number one is Gruden and Carr, man, because that's what you're facing. You're facing Andy Reid and Mahomes. So today is Gruden and Carr. The defense, I can't be like super optimistic on and say like, hey, things are going to the switch is going to flip today. Can't say that. You never know with an NFL defense. It could flip, things could gel, and all of a sudden this defense is on a tear. But I think that we be getting way ahead of ourselves saying that. So I really think today needs to be an offensive shootout to a certain degree. It needs to be scheme. It needs to be high tempo, because we're going to probably see the Chiefs be doing that on their side of the football. They're going to be running a high tempo, man. So man, yeah, throw out. Let me see if I got anything else here for you guys, man. Third downs, I think the Raiders are like one of the better offenses on third down. They're up there on, one of I think second in the league in converting third downs. So, hopefully today, when what they put on offense, translates into sustaining drives and getting that, continuing that, some of those, because they got good numbers on offense. I mean, I know some of us, we want those wins. I mean, because Carr got like one of his, okay, I got to put this comment up. Exactly. Yep, I agree, Jack. I'm gonna put Marcus's comment up, man. Yeah, dude. Yes. Now, Marcus, I love your comment here, man. Headed to the bar. I haven't hit the bar yet this year, man. I'm a guy that hits the bar as well, man. And I love getting those specials, man. I love the sliders. I mean, there's a little steakhouse, believe it or not, a little steakhouse up the street here, dude, and they got a freaking, it's awesome, dude. Like the happy hour. Well, it's not even a happy hour. It's just like the NFL Sunday ticket, menu, dude. It's just bomb, dude. You get some sliders, some, chips and salsa, dude, some brews, a bucket of brews. I mean, I walk out of those places spending like $40, dude, smashed and feeling good and all that. But yeah, and I get fired up, man. I get fired up in the bar, and you bump into your Raider haters at the bar. So I have fun with people, man. That's one thing I got to tell my wife or friends: get the vlogging camera out and record this, because yeah, I've gotten into it with the Eagles fans, you name it, all fun stuff. But it's easy to pick on a Raider fan these days, man, which sucks. It's easy to be like, oh, the Raiders this, the Raiders that, and I'm like over here, man, like this is not what I grew up on. This is not what but we're going on 20 years of this crap. You know what I mean? So yeah, dude, it does sucks. When you have to go out there, and then everybody tries to sly you with like a good, like, oh, well, I think they're going to be good. Well, it's like, hey, man, after a loss or whatever, so, and so, I'm gonna get to your take, Fierce Raider, right there, but yeah, just as far as like, going to a public place, because I've done a lot of Vegas and all that, and I'm rocking my Raider gear, and I get the smack talk all the time, and but yeah, no, ain't nothing like leaving the bar with a W, man. And the last, the one of the ones I did a vlog after, man, years ago, was one where I was at the bar where the Cleveland Browns game, where we got that call, and I remember I got up to the bathroom. There was a Charger and a Niner fan at a table, dude, and they were like, "Oh, the Raiders are gonna lose again." I think we're gonna be like 0-3 or 0-4, because we had just lost to the Dolphins. That was in 2018, and sure enough, man, I came walking out the pisser. We got that call, dude. New life, and we got that win, man. So yeah, I got a little revenge on that one. So let's get to Fierce Raiders comment here. I disagree. I think we need to slow the game down and try to keep Mahomes off the field. One thing that frustrates QBs like Mahomes and Peyton Manning is the most being on the sideline. That's all fact. That's all true, man. You've seen that a couple times already in the 2 games where the Chiefs really didn't put up a lot of points. That is a recipe for victory. That is. I'm just to the point of more of, I want to see I want to see some. I want to send a message, man. That's my thing. Is more of sending a message of hey, you know what? Hey, this team isn't. Yeah, slow down Mahomes, of course, but I think another way to slow down Mahomes in a way where that's better for the future of the franchise and the future of Derek Carr, John Gruden, and this era that we're in. I really think that getting some sort of aggressive approach or high tempo approach to where, like, hey, you know what, we're moving the football, we are putting up points. Basically, Patrick Mahomes, when he gets that football, he's going to score a touchdown. They're going to have a play called, they're going to get their points. They could be up. We saw it last year in week 2. They put up 28 points in one quarter. That's their message. That's their message to us, like, hey, look at us, we put up 28 points. What can you do? We know you can't. We know you can't. So that's what they're saying to us. And so what we need to do is we need to show that we're aggressive and that we can't be stopped. So that way, that's just my personal opinion, because we're at a breaking point. I think we're at a breaking point that where we need to show the NFL, not just the Chiefs, but we need to show the NFL. We need to show the media. We need to show our fans that, hey, we're here to win, man. You ain't going to stop us. Derek Carr in our offense, you think you're going to stop us? I mean, that's the approach we need to have, because we know Patrick Mahomes is going to get that touchdown. Like I said, he's going to get out. If they get the ball first, plan on that being a touchdown, because if they get down the field, they get that 7 points. We got to answer. We can't answer with a field goal. We can't answer with a stalled drive. We need to answer with, if it's a quick 7, a quick 7, I'll take it. If it's a short 7, whatever it may be, a long sustained drive to get that 7, no matter what, get that 7, because you got to answer points in this league. And not only that, like I said, we might just need to be like, and like I said, I think it involves just opening up that playbook. And like I said, in the week, one of the reasons I wore my shirt today, of course, this is the week, man. We want to remember, the ultimate Raider, Al Davis himself, and the deep ball and the quick strike, the relentless approach, to that, what, hey, you got to stop us. You know what I mean? Our will is to win, and we won't take anything less. And so, and of course, the quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. Hey, Max, if you're listening, brother, get after him today. But yeah, and maybe, and like I said, maybe we get that player on defense that breaks out. But yeah, from the offensive standpoint, with Patrick Mahomes, and because Patrick Mahomes is going to take all the risk, and that's another thing. Man, let's look at this way. Patrick Mahomes is what, a $500 million guy now, like a $480 million guy. That's a valuable quarterback on the field today. Okay, so Patrick Mahomes is worth a lot of money after what he's done already, right? Did he get his contract? I'm pretty sure he got his contract. Patrick Mahomes has a lot at stake, basically. A lot more than Derek Carr. Derek Carr is a $120 million guy, right? So let's just go with the numbers, because sometimes we wonder what sometimes athletes play safe for money. It's their career, right? So Patrick Mahomes has a lot at stake. The Chiefs have a lot at stake. They have a franchise quarterback that's already taken them to an AFC championship, and they have a franchise quarterback that's won a Super Bowl in the shortest amount of time of any quarterback, I believe. I believe his numbers, the way his numbers have grown, insane, dude. Something I've never seen. And I kind of saw that coming. We were doing some podcasts last year and talking with some of the other guys. I'm like, hey guys, dude, this is not a joke with what's going on with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. So with Patrick Mahomes and all the crazy things, there's a lot of risk. And here's the thing with Patrick Mahomes. He's going to use his legs. He's going to risk injury. He's going to slide. He's going to dive. He's going to reach out for a first down. He's going to do whatever it takes to get his team a win. He's going to lay it on the field. And like I said, that's a lot to risk. A premier Super Bowl winning quarterback. This guy, who knows how many Super Bowls he could win. Hopefully he doesn't win any more. Knock on wood. But the thing is he has a lot to risk. I mean, this is the Chiefs' future right here. And he's already gotten a lot of stuff, a lot of shit done for this organization. These fans would be like, I mean, they would be deflated, dude, if something happened to Patrick Mahomes. So like I said, he's still risking it all though. He will take off running. He will freaking, like I said, he will dive for that first down. He will risk it all. I mean, the guy's knee slid out of pace. His kneecap slid out of place last year. They got him back on the field. There's a will to win. There's a risk factor. And that's what we need from Derek Carr and John Gruden. We got to put it all out on the field today. Derek's got to, if you got to take off and use your legs, man. If it's there, take it. Take what's there. Take what the defense gives you, even if, like I said, and if you got to dive head first, you got to do what you got to do, man, because, there's only so much. Like I said, our fan base, our organization, we need this, man. Our losing years have been too long. I mean, this has been too long. I mean, generations have evolved. It's crazy, and like life has gone fast for me. I'm gonna be 42 next month, and like life has just gone fast. Sometimes people, they think I'm young, you know what I mean, and all that, but I'm actually older. I've seen this whole thing go down, and then it's crazy. I'll meet somebody that's like 23, 24 years, and they're just like, "Oh, the Raiders are suck, this and that," and I'm like, but they don't even know that what I saw in the 80s and what I saw in the 90s was a completely different brand of football, man. And a lot of that, credit goes to Al Davis, the mentality of the team of no matter what, we're here to win, just win, baby. So there's a deep meaning to that. And, hey, Keith, what's going on, brother? It's good to see you, man. Yeah, that's me, man. I could not, as busy as I've been, and trust me, I'd podcast, shout out to, Shawshank, man. Hey, brother. Hey, it's good to see you, man. And hey, one thing is, it did get crazy busy. I had podcast prepared for after the games, and and then sure enough, man, it came all the way down to the wire today, man. I'm like, oh crap, I'm getting on a live stream. I want to do a podcast so bad, and things are going so good. I mean, there's so many pieces in place for this podcast. It's just a matter of getting on here and doing it, because this is my passion. I'd actually break away from another like business opportunity that was out there, and I had to kind of break away just so I could do what I love, man, because I love talking Raider football. I love doing this podcast, man. I love everything that's been created, and all of you guys, man, and just creating this forum where we can just have these awesome discussions, man. It's a really cool, and it's just a cool situation, man, and I've enjoyed this. I've been doing this for a minute, and I definitely enjoy it, and definitely cracking back into it, and all that. But yeah, yesterday I got off work at a decent time, got a good night's rest, woke up, had a little bit of breakfast, and here we are, man. We're talking Raiders Chiefs, man. I really want this win today, man. I want this win just as bad as any other Raider fan. And yeah, Fierce, yeah, man. And I totally trust me, man. And that's the whole point of the question is and I'll pop up your question, in the description, I have those questions, because dink and dunk and ball control, smash mouth football, implementing all that stuff, that is a key recipe there. I think both are good key recipes, but it's how are we going to beat the Chiefs, and how are we going to send a message to the NFL, to the national media, because we don't want that easy hype, man. Like I felt like the 2-0 hype between the media, the media's like, wow, they were ripping Breeze, man. They were ripping Breeze, saying his career is over, this and that. And, things change in the NFL. Yeah, you never know when a quarterback's going to lose his edge, but they were saying that about Tom Brady. They're saying that about Drew Brees, because these guys are getting up there in age, and as far as an athlete goes, and which is a lot of stuff I've been learning about. I'm in the same age group as those guys, so I'm learning things. Hey guys, vitamin C has made a huge difference in my life. I found out I was lacking vitamin C, so I'm taking much more vitamin C. But anyway, and what was the other? Oh, magnesium and vitamin C is what I've been taking a little bit more of. But with all that said, they were, the media was kind of jumping on those guys early, and now you've seen those guys respond to that media criticism. And that's what we need to see from our quarterback, because they got the positive outlook. They'll bring up the completion percentage. They'll bring up the third downs, what's going on this year, the type of statistical year he's having. But we got to get these wins, man. 57 losses for a quarterback, man. I mean, that's the most in that 7-year period. If I recall, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But, we got to translate these statistics into wins, and we got to somehow send a message to NFL coaches, to the league in general, like, hey, this Raider team has arrived. Derek Carr has arrived, man. And Derek Carr is back to 2016 shape. He's got the mindset. He's got the will to win. I mean, that's what we want to see. And that test is coming today, man. And today's an opportunity because, like I said, you're not going to have 55 or 60,000 Chiefs fans roaring in Arrowhead. They might pump up the noise in that, some fake noise. But Derek Carr has, he hopefully he can clear his head from the offensive side of the football in whatever game plan they approach it with, whatever game plan, no matter what, execution. Just like Gruden said in Hard Knocks, man, we need some freaking execution, baby. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, shout out to you guys. What time is it, man? It's 9:30, man. We're about 25 minutes away from kickoff. I'm out here in Southern California. Shout out to the IE, Riverside County, everybody from Riverside, California, man, Oakland, California, you name it, the whole entire state of California, the whole entire West Coast, baby, West Coast, East Coast, you name it, Las Vegas, worldwide Raider Nation, baby. So, man, I'm pumped up, man. And so, but anyway, we're getting the game on TV. I haven't even checked the TV guy, but I know the game's going to be on TV because the Chargers play on Monday night. So that scratches the Chargers off the CBS list for today. So I'm pretty sure the Raiders, the 2-2 Raiders, they get to face the 4-0 Chiefs. I'm going to see that on TV. And, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited, man. We're about 23 minutes from kickoff. I do got to check my fantasy teams, man. I got to get my everything in order. Having a good fantasy year. I got Josh Jacobs on 3 out of 4 of my fantasy teams. So Josh Jacobs is always a pegged starter. I have Darren Waller in my other league. I'm in 4 leagues this year. I have Darren Waller in 1, and then I have Josh Jacobs in 3 of those other leagues. And all good, man. I think I'm 2-2 in 1 league. I lost by 2 points the other night, and then what was it? Virginia. That's my man right there, Shawshank. What's up, brother? Cheers to you, man. I'm taking it easy today, man. I'm gonna, I don't think I'm gonna drink any beers today. I'm just gonna kind of chill, dude. And I don't know why. I get like this in the wintertime. When it cools down, I kind of get like that. When it's hot, dude, and you got 90-degree weather, dude, I'm crushing brews left and right. Like, I drink water all day, so when I get home, an ice cold brew does it for me. But right now, I'm just kind of drinking coffee, just kind of chilling, dude. And shout out to you, Shawshank, man. Shout out to you, Freddie B, man. Raiders, baby, Raiders. And one more, man. Shout out to Al Davis, man, and everything that he did in his life here on earth, man. And, we know Al, man, this is the week, man. We remember you. We remember you always, brother. Commitment to excellence, just win, baby. The will to win, pride and poise. And, this goes back Oakland Raiders, Los Angeles Raiders, Oakland Raiders, and the Las Vegas Raiders, man. I'm fired up, man. And, man, I really hope we get this win, man. I've been kind of having fun around the house, throwing this bad boy on, you know what I mean? I love having fun, man. And, one more thing, man. Shout out to my kid, dude. Shout out to my kid who repaired my Tim Brown arm broke off, dude. My McFarlane figure Tim Brown, the arm broke off. She's got some crazy super glue that she uses. She's a little artist, man, and hooked it up with the repair on the arm and painted up Chucky's shoes. Yo, check out Chucky's shoes, dude. Hey, all high gloss, the silver and black. She did that with the clear coat as well, man. So the kicks are on and popping, dude, for Chucky. So the recipe, so my recipe, Keith, and it's in the description. It's more of questions, but we talked about it a little bit. And my recipe is a relentless approach, man, to be aggressive on both sides of the football, man, to be aggressive on the defensive side of the football. We know that at some point there will be a pass rush. You're going to have Patrick Mahomes moving around that pocket. My answer is which player would be that difference maker on the defense to change the momentum and to flip the script and maybe get a key turnover that could help out the team in general to get this win today. And my player today to watch is Trayvon Mullen. A lot of guys like Freddie B, Jack Bauer, we're talking about Jonathan Abram as well. He could be that disruptor, that enforcer, to lay the wood and send that message, maybe get that clean hit on Travis Kelce, maybe get that hit on Mahomes just to flip it up a little bit. But I think Trayvon Mullen, he's been waiting for an opportunity to get that pick 6, and maybe it comes today. And I'm only going to say because Patrick Mahomes will take the risk, and Patrick Mahomes, he's sometimes, almost like a Josh Allen, what Josh Allen can do. He can throw across his body, man. When you got a quarterback with the arm strength to throw across his body, it might be accurate. It might be a good pass. However, it's still going across the field, and that might be that underneath route that Trayvon Mullen might sniff out and take that thing to the house. So that's a game changer on the defensive side. But recipe, the key recipe for us to beat the Chiefs today, in my personal opinion, is an up-tempo, hurry-up offense. Set the tone early, get points on the board, answer points. But I think that approach, whether you're approaching the first quarter, the third quarter, those two angles where you set that tone for each half, I think a hurry up offense and taking deep shots down the field is going to, put the Raiders in that position to compete with this team and get that win. Hey, yo, Jonah, man, it's been a minute, dude. Hello from California as well. I will be back in Vegas. So one thing, shout out to Las Vegas, man. I miss Vegas. And I'm gonna come back. I just checked all my rewards points. Everything's good, man. I go to Vegas 3 times a year. I miss Vegas. I'm hurting for Vegas, man. I want to make sure that I'm within rules when I go to Vegas and all that, man, because everywhere I go here in California, I abide by rules, you name it. But there's so much going on out there. So I cannot wait till I get back to Vegas, man. Shamrock, or what am I saying? Shamrock. Why am I forgetting the O'Shea's? O'Shea's is my favorite spot in Vegas, man. I love that bar, man. There's a craps table right there. You got all the table games right there in the bar, man. I just love what they offer there. I know every bartender there. I love going there, man. So I stay at the Link Hotel, Hash House a Go-Go, my favorite place to eat. Dupar's out there, Fremont Street. Shout out to Dupar's on the best pancakes out there, man. They're delicious pancakes, man. Get you a stack if you're on Fremont Street, getting crazy on Fremont Street, and then yeah. But Link Hotel's where I like to hang, man. Hit the Hash House a Go-Go. I love House of Blues over there at Mandalay Bay. I'll go there for appetizers sometimes. Do the omelets at frickin', if you go there for breakfast, man, at House of Blues, dude, the omelets are off the chain. And yo, what up, Raider Rich? What are we doing today, man? We're getting fired up. That's right. Hey, we're getting fired up. We're getting bucked up, baby, on the Starbucks. Get bucked up. Get you a Starbucks. Let the Chiefs fans know, hey, we don't lay down for nobody, dude. We're getting up for today's game, and we're getting this, baby. So stay grimy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate you guys for that one. Yo, what up, Grimester? So what up, Raider Rich, man? Shout out to the IE, baby. But yeah, man, if hopefully, as the season goes on, man, in regards to Vegas, man, I cannot wait to get back to Vegas, man. So, I'm just going to let things kind of ride out because I want to be there. And, when I go to Vegas, dude, I go to Vegas, man, and we start hitting the tequila, we start hitting the buckets of brews, and it's on and popping, man. And, yeah, we're back, bro. We're back, man. And, it's been a busy year, man. I'm one of those, in the trades and all that, man. So it's been a crazy demand this year and crazy work, and just beat up tired, dude. I was just beat up tired. It's like you got to find that energy. And so I was telling these guys, dude, that I've been popping a lot of vitamins lately, dude, getting all the grimy freaking jeans back into full circle, dude. So yeah, no, I'm back, man. And, got done working yesterday kind of late, but got a good night's sleep, popped up, man, got that Starbucks, and it's on and popping. But you guys know Jack in the Box iced coffee, dude. I highly recommend Jack in the Box iced coffee. You guys already know that. They got caramel, they got mocha. They're about $3. And, dude, you get that sugar and that coffee in your bloodstream, baby. It's time. It's time. So today, let's get this win, man. Let's get this win today. And like I said, today, man, I just, definitely wanted to pay my respects to Al Davis. Like I said, there's not too many public figures that I look up to. Al Davis being like, he was the only person I really looked up to from like a celebrity, like a high profile type standpoint. And because he did it his way. And then, as life went on, I became a big fan of Kobe Bryant throughout his time as a Los Angeles Laker, and just going all the way up until so yep, I know I'm 42 next month, brother. And so yeah, definitely, yeah, vitamins, Rich. I'm telling you, man, it's changing my life. I didn't take it's crazy because you're young and you're like, dude, you could eat a cheeseburger from McDonald's, bro, and that's like your vitamins for the day. And I was like, wait, just going through the same routine all the time, man. And like, you work, you sweat, all that. And then next thing you know, I'm like, oh, I could eat this crap. And then it was like, I had to like, start stepping back to reflect a little bit and go, dude, you actually need some vitamins, bro. Like, so as much as I'm an eater, I'm, trying to stay healthy, all that, man. So I'm back thinking clear, all that stuff, man. So shout out to you, man. And yeah, man, I'm going to close this one out. We're going to be back. I'll be back tomorrow morning with a podcast, man. So we'll follow the podcast, man. And man, it's knock on wood, baby. Today too, like I said, with the return of Trent Brown, run the football on the right side. Trent Brown's a mauler, man. Establish that run game, and let's open up that playbook. Let's stretch the football field. Let's send a message to this team, man. Send a message to the NFL. The Raiders are playing to win. We're not playing safe. We're playing to win today. And that's what needs to happen on the football field. Want to wish you guys all a great Sunday. I'm going to have to catch up on my fantasy teams. I'm in about 4 leagues, so I got to catch up on those, make sure all my lineups are set. And let me see. And yeah, man, I'll put up, I'm going to close it out with, I like this comment right here. Yes, I appreciate that, Shawshank. Yeah, man, because life, man, is real, and like it's crazy when with all that. And I love doing this, man. I love doing this. And like I said, I had to send out an email to 30. I was in it was crazy, like a business group, and I had to send everybody a message, like a farewell message, because that was kind of taking up my time. It did help, me during the tough time with when all this stuff kind of started in the beginning of the year with businesses getting shut down. So it helped me out, but at the same time, I had to dip out because psychologically, dude. I was like, yo, dude, I got to do my podcast, guys. Like, this is taking up too much of my time. And I had to get back on here because this is my passion. This is my love. And, man, I'm so freaking happy, man. I'm so happy that I freaking got on here this morning and chopped it up with you guys, man. So, and like I said, man, I'm kind of aiming for like a December Vegas. So if anybody's out in Vegas, say December, January, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things, I'm going to call it Vegas in about a month, see how things are looking and go from there, man. So, much love, Raider Nation. You guys have a blessed day. Let's get this win. And like I said, I'm going to click on the TV, assuming the Raiders are on TV. If not, check out Reddit, dude. They got some good, you might be able to find something on Reddit. I won't say what it is, but you guys know what I'm going. But anyway, much love, Raider Nation. I'm Raider Dave. This is the Grimecast Media Network right here. We're on Spotify, Google Podcast, and iTunes, man. And shout out to San Diego Raider for letting me know I was on iTunes. I didn't even know that. I'm out. Much love, Raider Nation. Go Raiders. Hey, Chucky. That's right, man. Get your Chucky doll in full force, baby. Let's get this. I can't wait to see you again, Raider Nation. I'm Raider Dave. I'm out. Peace.